it's Melody Green
And I love you doing
of Brunchwives. And today we are at Iwi Farm Oasis out here in Southwest Atlanta. It is a village of Black-owned businesses. Today we'll be talking to multiple Yolandas. Yolanda Owens, Yolanda Neals, owners and founders of Iwi Farm, and then also Dr. Brittany Woodard, Aisha Ra of Smile Pharmacy, and Mariah Gray of Essential Womb Yoni Steams. So stick with us, it is going to be fun.
We're excited.
Good morning. Thank you so much for letting us come by and see you this morning, Ms. Yogi.
Yes.
Could you tell me a little bit about where we are and what we're doing here?
Absolutely. Welcome to the Iwi Farm Oasis. This is a Iwi Farm Oasis Healing Wellness Center. And we are smack dead in the community of Lakewood community in Atlanta, Georgia. And which is not too far from downtown. We're kind of centrally located, but we're on the south side of Atlanta.
Nice. And this is your second location?
This is my second location, yes.
Right.
We have our first location is downtown Atlanta.
Right.
Over in Castleberry by the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yes, ma'am. We know that
Yes.
area. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So Iwi, what does Iwi mean?
Iwi means a lot of things, but the acronym of Iwi says it is what it is. Meaning that whatever it is, that's what it is. You know, we're a farm to skin spa. So everything is toxin free. We partner with local farms. We handpick all the fruits and vegetables. We bring them back to the spa, or we juice them, we mix them, and we make skincare recipes.
Okay.
So we use carrots and squash and tomatoes and cucumbers. So you can pronounce the ingredients, you know what it is.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Okay.
It's fresh.
There's multiple iterations. You're right. There's
Yeah.
multiple iterations of it is what it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is what it is kind of means a lot of things, but mainly you know what you're getting.
You know exactly what it is.
You know what you are. Yes.
Where do you see the next spots for Iwi Fresh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to franchise it. So it's going to be whoever signs up, and we just depend on where they want to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we look at the geographics of that area, and we make a decision. We're going to keep it real simple.
Okay.
I love
Very
it.
simple. That's one thing I learned on my journey.
Yeah. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. I tell all new entrepreneurs now, chill out.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
How did you get the idea to kind of put them all here, and then how did that even come about? Like, were there relationships you already had, places you already occupied?
Yeah, so here at the Oasis, we have, like you said, we have 15 small Black businesses in one unit between the first floor and the third floor. And I really can't take all the credit for that. I will have to give that to Yolanda Neals. I partner with Yolanda Neals, we're business partners at the Oasis. And she's already was plugged in. We actually met at a Sweetwater Wellness Center years ago. She was the director over that wellness center, and they were using my products and my concept, Iwi Fresh concept. And that's where we met, and so we reunited back, you know, here. She's always been a big supporter of Iwi Fresh anyway, so she's supported me through my journey. So when I came up with this idea to create a Jeju, a Fubu Jeju in the south side, because there was a Jeju out on the other side, on the north side, and everybody was going there, and I'm like, we need something like that on this side. So that's when I came up with this idea of, you know, I want to create a Jeju, a Iwi Fresh Jeju, a Fubu Jeju on the south side. I actually grew up on this side of Atlanta, so I wanted something in the community that I grew up in. that we can have where you can come in and you can get a sauna and a body scrub and meditation right here in the community. So I started building my team, and then I reached out to Yolanda, and she was like, oh yes, I would love to be a part. So she and I connected and we became partners on it.
And Miss Yolanda. Hi. So you are the second Yolanda we met today.
Yes.
You tell us your full name so we can tell the don't know the difference, but your full name and then a little bit about your contributions and your role at Iwi Fresh Oasis.
Well, first I want to just let you know this is the house of Yolandas. There's
Okay.
a whole bunch of us running around here.
Yes, ma'am.
But my name is Yolanda Neals, and I am co-owner of the Iwi Farm Oasis as well as the Kindred Healing Center. And together they make the Oasis. My role here is I operate as the Chief Operating Officer, the COO, for both companies. Just making sure that everything is systematically, symbiotically flowing so that it's seamless to our clients that come in and take part and participate in what we have to offer here.
So when it comes to the mental health perspective, how do you personally utilize self-care by having all these moving parts?
So I follow one of Iyanla's long-known rituals, which is clearing, doing my spiritual work in the first thing in the morning, clearing my head, just to get me ready for not only the day but the rest of the world that I'm going to encounter. I do a lot of meditation, a lot of prayer work, and every single entity in this building I've used. That's how I was able to curate it. I only go for the stuff that I know works because I used it. And we got into a space about 5 to 7 years ago where it just became a buzzword, you know, coaching, mental health, this, that, and the other. And there was a lot of fake phonies out here, you know, getting paid off of doing half work because they weren't doing their own work. And so I became very particular about 5 to 7 years ago as to who I would endorse as it relates to my objective or intention to really be able to serve the community with stuff that works. So. In our community, people don't want to take the drugs. They don't want to take the medication. So I did some intense research. What else can we do?
Right.
Acupuncture, meditation, talk therapy, plant-based therapy, all that good stuff, right? And so we wanted it here in our community. So you don't have to drive way up north or way out east to get it. It's really cornerstone in the city of Atlanta for some really good stuff that can really change your life. And mental health is my baby. And so that mental health suite had to be popping for me. And to have an African-American female acupuncturist who can help literally change the trajectory of your emotional setup is like, I won the lotto. You know, our community just won the lotto. And then the therapist and the apothecary, you know, it's just all a dream come true. So that's kind of how we got here.
So I guess in closing, anyone who, especially coming out of 2020, who, you know, they're taking a more intentional approach to their health, they're just now starting to hear about, you know, holistic medicine and alternative forms of wellness. What would you say to them to kind of encourage them to come check you guys out?
Once a month, starting in March, we'll be doing community days. specifically to enrich, empower, and educate our community. So some people need to kind of stick their toe in the water before they can really get a feel for it. So that's an opportunity to do so. And we have our own podcast studio here. So we have 2 podcasts that we'll be doing that'll highlight all the businesses in the building. Again, giving people an opportunity to get information and to hear for themselves how things work. We're rolling out an amazing workshop series, 5-part workshop series across the year that is also designed for people to just come and hear and test what you could do to better your life and take your life to the next level. Because we know that this is new for our community, but it's we are so connected to the work that we're providing that we guarantee that when you come in here, you're gonna be different when you